Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Yo-Yo Japan. I believe he's a newer creator. He's only has like 3,500 subs, but he is actually a Japanese guy that's doing interviews in Japan of the things we want to know about Japan. This one is, what is dating like for foreign men? So he's actually going around talking to different foreign men in Japan and how they experience dating. I think this is a really good one to open up some of the guys' eyes. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
I've had girls that like me, like Japanese girls that like me in the past. They say they like me, but they only reply like 3 times a day.
Japan, what?
3 times a day is actually pretty significant in a sense if they like you. I know girls that don't reply shit to me at all, so...
When some girls you meet to the clubs, she don't pay.
Do you think it's difficult for them to date Japanese girl?
I'll say...
Hey guys, what's up?
Yo.
Welcome back to my channel. This is Yo-Yo Japan. So today, I'm out on the streets of
This guy's attitude and like demeanor is just so like friendly and like warm, welcoming. I enjoy it.
Tokyo asking for a man what dating is like. I think it might be difficult for them because everyone you meet is from a different culture. If you are dating a Japanese person, they might have a completely different mindset, but there must be some tips to date a Japanese person. So let's find out. On my Instagram, I'm sharing my life and the information about Japan. If you follow me there, you'll be able to discover some nice places, paths, and birds. So if you haven't yet, please do. Okay,
Give the
let's
guy
go.
some support.
Thank you
He's doing the
for
work.
taking your time to speak with me.
Yeah, no problem.
Can I ask you, where from?
From the UK, London.
London.
London,
Oh,
mm.
cool. How long have you been here?
I've been here for about 4 months.
Okay.
I
Not too
came
long,
on
not too
vacation
long.
2 times, but now I'm studying here for 2 years.
Oh, that's your third time.
Ooh,
That's
staying
right.
for a
Oh,
while.
cool. So today I'm asking for a man about dating in Japan. Have you ever got on a date with a Japanese person?
Because I like to go out drinking a lot,
Yeah.
sometimes I do meet many girls and we usually text on Instagram. So I've got on a few dates. I've got on a few dates with Japanese girls, but right now I have a girlfriend.
Okay, so Japanese girlfriend?
Japanese girlfriend, yep.
Wow,
But she
cool.
speaks English, so it's great.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
which is great.
Okay, so he happened to go and find one that speaks English. Lucky him. It's not guaranteed you'll find one, guys. So learn the language the best you can.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's the difference between girls in Japan and girls in the UK?
This is what I
when
wanted
it comes
to
to
hear.
dating.
When it comes to dating, I think English girls are very direct.
Dialect.
Like they will say it how it is, and I think they are more open with affection. But here it's not so like, you know, Japanese girls are very reserved. Same with the boys, right? So they're very reserved. They don't display much affection, and I think English girls reply way quicker than Japanese girls.
Yeah.
Usually. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've had girls that like me, like Japanese girls that like me in the past. They say they like me, but they only reply like 3 times a day.
Yeah, it's
I think it's the culture that's like that.
common actually. It's
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So he's
exactly. I was like, okay, so if you like
Yo-Yo
me,
agrees. It's common.
but you're only sending me messages like 3 times a day, I'm like, because I'm not. That was the biggest culture shock for me, because I was like,
yeah, definitely.
You know, to me, that's okay. I'm so goddamn busy. Like the girls I do talk to, I only text them about maybe a few times a day.
I didn't know what to do. I was like, but English girls, they reply quicker. You know, they're more direct, they're open with affection, and yeah, I think that's the big difference.
I think it's because this guy's decent looking that they're replying that quickly. Most of the time, even me, I don't get replies that quickly, that directly.
How do you usually find your dates?
Usually I'd like just go because lots of my friends work in like Shibuya.
Yeah.
Lots of my friends like bars, clubs. Usually I'd go there to see them.
Yeah.
But like sometimes maybe like girls will like come up to me and like you know would talk. I do my best with Japanese, but you know sometimes they speak English, especially.
See, women over there will come up to you to speak to you, and some again, it's not always romantically. Sometimes they want to practice English with you because you know you're a foreigner, or so sometimes they're a little into you and they kind of want to get to know you a little bit better. It's a lot different than how women move here.
In Shibuya.
yeah.
So usually we just talk, and then usually we text on Instagram. If I'm interested, then you know I might give it a chance, and then we can go on a date. But yeah, it's usually how it works. Like just maybe if you're looking for something, maybe like look into friends or girlfriend. I'd definitely recommend like bars or I would say clubs, but has a little bit of a bad reputation. So
What kind
Okay,
of about
it's a good
repetition?
suggestion.
you know, like there's many like, I think it's like if you go in club, it's mainly like Nampa, right? Lots of
You
like
mean
Nampa.
guys trying to hit on girls
Yeah,
and
I think clubs I think it can be good, but I think if you want to, I think club girls like, I don't think it's good. If you want a genuine,
yeah,
He's
think
right.
So.
yeah, if you wanna, you don't want to date a girl who goes to the club all the time, right? You want to date a genuine girl, and I think mainly
And they say passport bros are going there to just sex tourism, blah, blah, blah. This gentleman was going for school. He's learning the culture. He's learning language, obviously, because he's going there for school. And he's meeting people, and he happens to go into relationships with these people. That's how it should be.
like bars, izakayas,
Bars.
mutual friends a lot. Mutual friends is also a good way to meet new girls and get dates.
It
Like that.
seemed that it kind of
Quite different from here. All you hear here is usually dating apps. Over there, he hasn't even mentioned a dating app yet. So.
kind of like easy for you to I don't know like look for girls that you can date.
I'd say many people say like it is because I'm white.
Yeah.
So
It's possible.
I don't know. It's difficult. Like if I'm looking for a girl, I could probably get one, but I'm not really a playboy.
Yeah.
I think pretty like
It's good
low on
for this
myself.
kid.
Like so I don't
Stay strong, kids.
I don't
Stay
really
strong.
go out looking for it. I just like to drink and enjoy my friends. But I think like it can be easy. But I think the main problem is I don't speak Japanese. Like I don't speak good Japanese. I only speak a little bit because I've been here for maybe.
See, even he admits it. Main problem. He doesn't fully speak Japanese and not well enough yet, which is okay. He's learning. This is the same warning to you guys. He's saying that's the most difficult part is not speaking the language. Why we suggest get your ass to watching some anime and learn some language. If you want to go to Japan, at least. If you want to go to other countries, focus on those languages.
Maybe 2 months. So the biggest problem is I don't speak Japanese.
There's a language barrier.
There's a language barrier, and I think that's what most foreigners have here. They look for girlfriends, but they have to understand like the language barrier is the biggest thing.
You really feel that I don't know you have the advantage because you're white in Japan.
I think the beauty standard here is definitely foreigners. I don't really want to brag because I'd never like bragging, but in the UK, like we see white people all the time. So there it's not the beauty standard, but here
true.
I think places like across
Being
Asia have this
exotic
image
is
of
a
like
big deal.
like beauty standard of white people.
Yeah.
So
you
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I have an advantage, but I don't really want to say that because I don't really look for girls or anything. I'm not like a playboy. So, but yeah, I'd say like, yeah, it's just how it is. Like the white beauty standard.
I see.
You know.
Thank you for your time.
No problem.
Thank you for taking your time to speak with me.
Thank you too.
So we got a young white gentleman. Now we got an older black gentleman. Shout outs to Yo-Yo for making the demographic really like diverse. The people he's interviewing.
So thank you.
Thank you. Where from?
I'm from Congo.
Congo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Congo.
nice. How long have you been here?
In Japan, I've been here like 15 years.
15 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Such a long time.
Yeah. I love Japan. Japan is amazing. It's really amazing. I love the country.
From
It's very
Congo,
beautiful
guys.
country. Yeah. I love.
Wow.
Yeah.
So today I'm asking for a man about dating in Japan.
Yeah.
So have you ever gone on a date with a Japanese person?
Yeah.
You've been here for 15
Yeah.
years.
I went many times with Japanese
Yeah.
dating.
What's the difference between girls in Japan and girls in your country?
I can say girls in Japan, they don't care like even you have money, even you don't have money. But back to my country, nigga, if you don't have money, it's
No, it's
difficult.
always good to have money.
This guy's from Congo, third world country. If you have money, if you don't have money, they also still don't look at you. It's the culture. Like money is important in Asian culture. I'm not saying it fucking isn't, but the compatibility and the building a future together is a bigger, I guess, goal than just making a lot of money.
Yeah. But in Japan, like even like you normally can go there. Like you don't have money, we can go there in the park. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like a
You
kingdom.
see that? If I don't have money, we could still go dating. We'll probably walk or do some things that aren't costing money. Oh, that is such a difference in culture in the United States, where it's at least $200 to take me out, or you don't deserve my presence.
Of like relaxing,
Yeah.
relaxing. But in my country, like if you bring girls like a date, it's like you have to buy her everything. Sometimes you bring friends, you bring family.
Damn. Congo sounds just like the West, except they're bringing friends and family.
You
I'm
have to pay
telling
for
you,
them.
yeah,
Crazy,
really
yeah.
crazy. But in Japan, it's like what I can say, girl is loyal. You go
It's
there, you
loyal?
pay half, she pay half. You know.
Oh,
Oh,
loyal.
really?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, sometimes she pay for you, sometimes you pay for her. Japan, one point, some girls you meet to the clubs, she don't pay. That's exactly I'm telling you, brother. Some girl you meet to the club,
Yeah, yeah. Of course,
it-
like they, expect us to, pay
Yeah.
for the drinks.
yeah, pay for the drinks.
Yeah.
Like they came to the club, they put like the bag
Why I suggest never going to clubs.
in the locker.
Yeah.
They came just with the phone. That's mean like I don't buy anything. I meet the man to buy me anything.
Okay, she doesn't bring wallet.
Nothing they put in the locker room. That's like a Japanese type, that for sure.
How do you usually find your dates?
Like my first date, to be honest, I found in the club.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, his
I
first
found in the
date.
club. I used to work in the club back to the day when I came Japan, and then
As a, you mean security?
yeah, I used to work like security. Like some girl, she was like, "Oh, you nice." Like
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, thank you." And like I get her number, she gave my number too.
Yeah.
After a week, we met and we talking like friend, only friend. We talking like only friend, and then we started meeting, and then we become like a close.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Then she be my
And you move differently, guys. You see that? Like, they go in, talk as their friends, get to know each other, and then they start dating. Then they start, going into the relationship aspects of things. Where here it's a little bit different. We don't really try to make friends with these people before we get to know them. Even though that's actually probably the best way to go about it, is when you have friends introduce you to mutual friends. You guys hang out a little bit, get to know each other a little bit, and then all of a sudden you guys start dating afterwards. That's from what I've noticed. Those are like the stronger relationships.
girlfriend for a long, but now we break up. That's what's before, right?
Ah, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Do you think it's difficult for a man to look for someone that they can date?
Yeah, but I can say like it's really depend. But in Japan,
Yeah.
it's difficult. Like back to another country, even Europe, even Africa, America, you can walk in the street, you see some girls, and you start talking to her. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
But in Japan,
But we do.
you do, but some things work, some things don't really work. The girls don't really think you serious.
Yeah.
You have to be maybe some place, a restaurant, bar, clubs, like in the street, like back to Europe, even in the train. If I see one girl I like in the train, oh yo, baby, I like you. But in Japan, in the train, you cannot do that.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the good.
And it gets to you guys. I didn't know this. It seems like hitting on women in the train is a no-no, or seems some kind of taboo-ness to it, which I guess it kind of makes sense.
Place to find a girl like in Japan, like maybe house party with friends,
Yeah.
like bars,
Right.
like a restaurant, like clubs. But sometimes outside is work, but it's don't really work. Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know a lot.
Exactly. Long time, and back to the day I used to play too much.
Oh,
I used to play too
he
much.
used to be a pookie.
Thank you. Thank you for your
On
time.
him.
Thank you.
I'll push that.
Yeah. Thank you for taking your time to speak with me.
No worries.
So can I ask you where from?
I'm from Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Yes.
How long have you been
Taiwan.
here?
Like 5 years.
5 years.
Yes.
Wow, such a long.
Now we got an Asian guy. See, look, he did a white guy, younger white guy, older black gentleman, younger Asian guy. This is cool. The only thing I think it didn't cover was a Latin person, which I don't think he saw too many to try to get this interview going.
Long time.
It's a lovely country.
Wow. So today I'm asking for a man about dating in Japan.
Okay.
So first, can I ask you have you ever dated a Japanese person?
Not really, but I do have a lot of like Taiwanese friends. Like they have Japanese girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think about what's the difference between people in Japan and people in your country?
I can see why this gentleman has not dated much here. He has not worked on himself physically too much. He looks pretty unkempt.
When it comes to dating?
I'll say from my learning,
yeah.
like Japanese people, they are more direct.
Direct? Oh,
Yeah,
really?
if
See, it's funny because he says they're more direct, where the younger white gentleman said that in UK they're more direct. I actually think Japan is more direct. They'll tell you if they like you and they want to see you or not. Where over there, you could talk to them and they'll talk to you, but they're not going to tell you, oh, I like you, I want to date you, and I want to keep dating you, or I want to see you, or anything like that. They don't do that here in the West, or the Western cultures. But in Japan, Eastern cultures, the women will say these things.
when it comes to dating, so if like a male likes a female, maybe like they will really express like, okay, I like you.
They
and
will, see?
I'm waiting for your response.
Yeah.
And the female will smells like, okay, like yes or no.
Yeah.
So it's very fast.
Yes.
And for Taiwan, like the kind of like the beginning of the relationship is gonna be more here and there, kind of like okay, like
Sounds
we have
like
to wait
us.
until like everyone feels the same way. So it's not
This
like,
is actually pretty cool that we get to see it from like Congo's perspective, Taiwan's perspective, and then UK's perspective. We're in the West. I mean, I'm in the US, so it's nice to see.
like direct.
How long usually like will it take to have an official relationship? Because in Japan,
Yes.
like we usually have a romantic relationship
Yes.
after
Yes.
3 dates or something, which takes probably I don't know like 1.
He's saying after 3 dates is when they start going on their romantic relationship. So after 3 dates, they become a couple. Is what he's saying. That's not a bad thing. 3 dates is a good amount of time to say, you know what, I like this person enough to keep trying and to get to know them.
1 month or 2 months or blah blah blah.
Right.
So about in your country?
So from Taiwan, like
Yeah.
if like two Taiwanese people are dating together, probably it really depends, like 2 to 3 months. It could be like, it could be longer, and it could be like someone guessing like, okay, is he or she also likes me or not?
Yeah.
Like that kind of feeling.
Okay.
Yep.
But it's not like, okay, I'm gonna express like I like her at the very beginning.
Ah yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Do you think it's difficult for them to date Japanese girl?
I'll say, like for example, like I do have a friend like who end up married like a Japanese wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, like from his experience, like you feel like a lot of time like Taiwanese male is kind of popular among Japanese girl.
Okay.
Because like very yasashi, like
yeah.
very warm, very how can I say, like considerate.
This is it. This is what I talk about. Men from Western countries are actually very sought after because of exactly what he's saying. Because we are warm. We are nicer. We don't adhere to those traditional gender roles as much as a lot of these other countries do. So we're not as masculine and as machismo and as like commanding over our women as their men are. So when they see men like us, they're like, oh, he's a little bit more relaxed. He understands that there's a back and forth between the relationships more than most other men from my country.
Like take care of like the other partner. So I think there might be some good, interesting branding over there.
Do you know like where like did he meet
They
the
met on a
Japanese
dating app.
dating app?
They-
How about
they
the
were
language?
dating
I think
apps.
there must be some language barriers, right?
Yeah, so it really depends. Like some of my friends like they do speak Japanese.
Yeah.
There
that
you go. Hey, some of his friends speak it. Must learn, guys. Must learn. It's a good step forward.
What makes like the whole relationship easier.
And some Japanese girls probably can speak
Yeah,
English
yeah,
a little bit.
A little bit, a little bit.
So they can probably keep that good relationship. Oh,
Exactly.
thank you for your time.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you for watching up until now. How was it? Have you ever dated a Japanese person? If so, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I thought there are many issues such as language barriers and cultural differences, but some Japanese girls can speak English, and as long as we try to understand and respect each culture, I think we can have a good relationship. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to like this video. Okay.
Woo, damn, that was some good chow. Shout outs to Yo-Yo Japan. Shout outs to this young brother that is doing it, creating content, doing his thing, and look how cheerful he looks. It kind of is contagious to me. But dating in Japan, dating in foreign countries, you guys hear from 3 different perspectives, from 3 different men, from 3 different cultures, from 3 different countries, from 3 different backgrounds, all speaking very similarly, but differently too. So I thought this was a great example of how things can be in Japan for you guys. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.